Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And he's picked it up out wide. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Well timed, excellent interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, it's a great ball here. Over to the left. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely feet. The defence opting here for strength. It's Bale! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Henderson. Clipped into space. Up he goes! And that has been clubbed away. Turns and goes back. Rui Costa! He saw the danger and decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's nice. Bale!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bale. Has a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Engages and forces him off the ball. The ball is bounced loose now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Belletti. Looks to the other side. And Fermin. And it's Ruben Neves. Saliba makes the interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking for options for movement. Well read. And the danger is averted. Oh, can he get onto this? Saliba promptly onto that. And that is that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Baresi. Baresi lays it forward. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rui Costa plays it short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Such good technique.
And he's there to belt it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Lovely, now then. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Zanetti, he has a look up. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Takes a shot. Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's a cute ball. Now it's Kvaratskhelia goes for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kvaratskhelia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Fermin aims beyond the defence. It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti is there and he can get that clear. Brilliantly cut out. Zanetti. And it's Xavi Alonso.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not the most accurate pass. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, that looks a decent ball. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bale. Ruben Neves. Tries to play it through. That is lovely. Lopez. Oh, that was vital. Nicely weighted ball. Xavi Alonso, and that's gone loose. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh no, this does not look good. Here comes the cross. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Played into the box. Rui Costa. Belletti. Kvaratskhelia wins the duel this time. Ruben Neves. Great vision. Spread neatly. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Berbatov! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Berbatov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Manchester United have their third corner. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Zanetti. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Ball driven towards the far post. And that should get the job done. Martinelli, a player who needs no introduction. Knocks it into space. Martinelli. Martinelli, ploughing through the middle.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, what a mistake! Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Threads one in. Zanetti gets good distance on it.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Berbatov. Number 7, Kvaratskhelia. Number 20,
Manchester United
Could be danger here.
number 16.
Shot a goal! Goal! Finally the breakthrough.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
That was a given. It always was.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Owen running with the ball, looking for a runner. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Bale, and he's running through. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Saliba deals with that comfortably. Well, there's the clearance. Jordan Henderson tries to pass it through. Nice control. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that is a nice touch. And a chance! He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Bale picking up. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
Decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Oyarzábal with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti gets a foot in here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lopez. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he thumps it clear. Conte. Now Howson, played towards the other side. Zanetti. And it's played forward. And this is Bale. That's Rijkaard. Pele. And this is Messi. Now it's Messi. That's a cute ball. Khan claims comfortably. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Ruben Neves, distributed tidily. Rijkaard. Pele. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. He's in space and looking for options. They've won a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Oyarzábal plays it short. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. And that's put paid to a promising move. They get a throw in. He's shifting through the gears here. Now what about this cross? And that has been cleared. No goals as yet. Mikel Oyarzábal is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Lopez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oyarzábal, whistle's gone, that's foul. Conte. And here's Bale. He has found the way through. Shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. Ruben Neves goes short. Chance for a shot! There it is! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's there to belt it away. That's a throw. Oyarzábal. Hazard gets rid without sophistication. And it's Lopez. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zanetti in towards the back stick. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bayer Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Zanetti did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. That is great defending, so alert. Not the most accurate pass. Throw it. He's found a way through. And he's in on... He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Oyarzabal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's intervened well there. Messi. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Howson. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Threads one in. He's got away. He's having a go. Oh, that's fabulous! You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are back underway. And the shot! It's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the grip.
Oh, what a mistake! It's a pretty loose pass. Marquinhos. And it's Azar. Now it's Pele. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Conte.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
And he cuts out the supply.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Floated through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Mikel Oyarzabal by Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oyarzabal picks it up out wide. Lopez. Van Basten. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ruben Neves. For Conte. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ruben Neves. And here's Bale. Rijkaard. Camavinga. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Bale. Driving on and making good progress. And he's managed to get free. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oyarzabal. Now it's Bale. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bale had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Alexander-Arnold. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Bale. Lovely feet. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Conte. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Basten.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rijkaard. Azar. And it's Messi. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And that is out of play.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18, numero 19, numero 25, numero 6,
Zanetti.
numero 16. Lasciano il campo per
Yes,
il
ended up in
numero
no man's
13,
land.
il numero 7, il numero 21, Van der Vaart, il numero 9,
Martinelli.
il numero 10. Attenzione, un cambio.
Zanetti. And he was quick to react. By Leverkusen do have a chance to counter here.
Oh, really well
And
played.
he's had a hit! That was mighty close. Van der Vaart. And time is up. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. And he's intervened well there. Takes a shot! And it's a goal! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rui Costa. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Bale. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Nedved. And here's Mbappe. Dunk, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Bale. Oh, it's Bale! Oh, good steal, he just read it. He's had it taken off him. Bale, now it's Bale. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Rui Costa. Zanetti does really well there, he is strong. Oh, he's taken it. Aims beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Bale. Oh, that's nice. Has a shot! And again the keeper stands strong. And we have our very first corner. Rui Costa goes short. Zanetti. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! And yes, it's there! And they're back in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Looking for the run. Zanetti. Rui Costa. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Played over towards the opposite flank. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rui Costa. Well read, nice interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. This is Batistuta. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rijkaard. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Hazard. Ruben Neves. Vermin looking to add to his goal. Ruben Neves. Great vision. Now it's Hazard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Played up towards the front line. Ruben Neves. And the half-time whistle goes. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 17, Batistuta.
Here we go again then.
Coming on to replace him is number 21,
It's Rui Costa.
Elhaj.
That's Ruben Neves. And it's Azar. Can he get it through? It's out for a goal kick. And that's put paid to a promising move. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Bale. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's a throw. Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to play him in. He's through here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vermi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. McAllister. And it's Lopez. Ruben Neves. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti looks to get on the end of this. Hazard, 60 minutes played. Oh, that's a key intercept. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lopez. Hazard has it in a wide position. Up he goes! And that was very necessary. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. A probing pass. And no, that was never going to make it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gattuso proves too strong, too smart. Nedved is herring after that one. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. Now it's Nedved. Mbappe! That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Oh, that's fabulous. Howson. Into the last quarter of an hour. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Borussia Dortmund have a free kick.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 24, Neymar. Substitution.
Zanetti. And it's Rijkaard.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Martinelli. Here's Oyarzabal. Short changes him with that pass. McAllister. Zanetti.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nedved cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Neymar goes for the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Is there any support? He might not need it. Referee has just said play on.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Bale! No mistake! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it. So that's it. It is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, he just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
Seedorf is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And they've got rid. Kante did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Bale. Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe! Goal! Manchester United! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Seedorf. That is great defending, so alert. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lahm. First quarter of an hour gone. Mbappe. Good purposeful running this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Griezmann picks it up out wide. That's a decent clearance. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. That is good strength. No, there's no going past him this time. Gullit with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread. Might want to be careful there.
Oyarzábal concedes a free kick for that. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Griezmann. Rui Costa. And that has been slung wide. And this is Bale. Engages and forces him off the ball. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Now this could... Decent chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! Yes! again in a trice, and they are soaring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Foot in. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And that has left him in a heap. Conte. And it's Rui Costa. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he's only too happy to take that back. Floated through. Mbappe! He's found the way through! Oh, that's superb.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not the most convincing of passes. Griezmann. Swung over. And Fermin. Decent progress down the left. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And the action is back underway.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Tries a shot! And we have our very first corner. Rui Costa plays it short. He's in a great position here. And that has been clubbed away. Ball is over the line. And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Best. Wriggles his way through. Real chance! They've scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's had a shot! Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
The attendance
An hour into the second half.
70,987.
Rui Costa. And it's Griezmann. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Vieira could move up a gear here. Maldini. And it's Lam. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oyarthabal. Oh, that was vital. Pull it. Now that's well seen too. And here's Bale. It's Bale! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Substitution for Manchester United.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 21, Ibrahimovic. Number 20, Hullet. Number 7, Mbappe. Number
They've
13,
played it short.
George Best. Number 17, Seedorf.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other
Number
way.
25, Didier Drogba.
Nice looking ball.
Number 19,
And
Zola.
he's straight offside.
Number 11, Pele. Number 23, Messi. Number 22, Bellingham. Substitution in progress.
Ruben Neves. And here's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. And that'll be a goal kick. Belletti. Beckenbauer. It's Van der Vaart. Zanetti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Messi. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Distributed tidily. He's picked his way through. No way through, so back it comes. Azar. Oh, easy pickings there. Brought out the best in the keeper.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Chooses to go cross-field. Griezmann. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Azar. And this is Bale. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Ruben Neves does really well to win the ball there. And it's Griezmann. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Azar. Griezmann. Now it's Azar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Van der Vaart. Out to the right. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann crosses. And it's claimed by the keeper. Martinelli. Bale. That is lovely. Bale! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just...
Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Bale gets into a good position. That is lovely. That is a superb rearguard action. Baggio has got himself a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Tonali unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Del Piero. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Always big chance! It's Salah! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Pirlo with the short one. Pirlo. Shot could be on. Look, it takes a shot! He's delivered all right! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's tidy. Can he get it through? Finds himself... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Terrific save by Abbiati.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Belletti.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Howson is the team's great visionary. Knocks it into space. And this is Pele. And a chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Now it's Rui Costa. Rui Costa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Goes down, but nothing given. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Del Piero! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rui Costa, Bale, and he welcomes it in.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pirlo. Now, can they get him away? Del Piero. Can he finish? That has not gone well. And one more try! Fermin. Rui Costa. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, that pass isn't the best. Baresi. And it's Zanetti. Tonali played back into the centre.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nesta. Zanetti. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Looking for the run, and he's intervened well there. And he opts to go forward. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Into the channel, and this is Roberto Baggio. The cross. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Thuram. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. It's Rui Costa. Now there's a fine ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Rui Costa making good progress on the right-hand side. Thuram. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's definitely not his best.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that should get the job done. And this is Rui. It's Rui Costa! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. So what can they make of this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now who's going to be first to this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Tura, and he's managed to get free. Good read, needed to be. Takes the shot! And that is high.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 16.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 19. Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20. Neymar. Il numero 14.
Seedorf.
Il numero 21.
Pato.
Il numero 25. Il numero 15.
And that's another good win of the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to play it through, thinks about the shot. There's the shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's run loose here. Driving on and making good progress. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf. Aims beyond the defence. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance, surely! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Into the last 5 minutes. Del Piero. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Pato. He's in a great position here. And the shot!
Ci saranno 3
Neymar.
minuti di recupero.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Grealish. And he's picked out the run. Pato. Grealish. Looking to play him in. Del Piero! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? And the referee brings it to a close. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
Signore e signori, è il momento.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. The instantly recognisable golden locks of Pavel Nedved, Jim. A gem of a player, isn't he? So fiercely competitive and tenacious.
Yeah, probably the purest striker of a football I think I've ever seen. No one can hit it like him.
And he has that visible will to win and a supreme technique. It's a pretty compelling package.
It really is. He has got the lot.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That has not gone well. And he's intervened well there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's nice. That is Conte. Beckenbauer. Looking for options for Moot. And the shot! And it's It's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Batistuta. Bale takes control of it, and he's on the move. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's Wirtz. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And here's Batistuta. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Fermin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Fermin. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Conte. Deftly away. Beckenbauer, who's set up one goal so far. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Conte. And here's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Rui Costa goes short. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rui Costa with a definite foul there. Conte. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Fermin.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's run loose here. Nedved. Belletti. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Bale. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer. Conte. Nedved. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. It's a pretty loose pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. The ball has bounced loose now. It's Rui Costa. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Turns back here, probably the best option. Zanetti. No way through there. Now he's off and running. Nedved. Nedved! He's got away with one there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Bale. Foot in. Barrios.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's found a way through. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's Bale! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substituição em campo.
Corner number 2 then.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 20. Substituição.
Griezmann with the short one. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Baresi calmly anticipates. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. Mbappe! Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Costa Curta. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Torres.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Tonali.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And this is Griezmann. Nice control. He's free, he has got space. And this is Bale. And the finish! It's in! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's got away. That's good play. Torres. Gattuso proves too strong, too smart. They get a throw in. Zanetti getting this one clear. Baresi, the man. Could be danger here. Back to the keeper it goes. I think we're just about done here. Belletti. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
In comes the corner. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. That's tidy. Vitz. Looking to play him in. And this is Nedved. That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Bale. Beckham. Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Now Mbappe. Rui Costa. He can run onto that. So much time and space here. Swings it across. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. No lack of adventure up to now. Just no breakthrough. Bale on a strong run down the right. And he welcomes it in. Rui Costa! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rui Costa is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Rui Costa plays it short. And that has been clubbed away. And now they can spring out of defence. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. Beckham receives it in a wide position. And he's taking no chances there. And he's decided to go for it. He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Zanetti. And it's Lopez.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And now the breakaway. Batistuta. Kante does well to get it back. And it's Bale. Oh, he's burst through! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? So a big chance now from 12 yards. To open the scoring. That is some save from Khan. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Beckham. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a key interception. Rui Costa. Works it forward, and he cuts out the supply. Baresi. Beckham. Mbappe. And it's Cucurella. Beckham, brilliantly cut out. And here's Batistuta. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it out wide.
Oh, great feat, that.
Baresi. And it's Camavinga. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. Bale. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Bale. Half-time getting close now. And this is Rui Costa. Chance for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ball driven towards the far post. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
De Bruyne. Beckham. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best. It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rui Costa. He's looking wide. He can run onto that. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for...
Van der Vaart! And that's caused a worry or two.
Van der Vaart certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
De Bruyne. And Jamal. Searching passes played there. And Batistuta! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Bale is behind this one.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Van der Vaart! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Not much subtlety about that challenge. Cucurella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Bruyne. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24, Bale. Numero
It
21.
certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Lasciano il campo per
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Takes a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Sticks it away! And again they hit the front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 16.
The changes then in quick succession.
Lasciano il campo per
So we have a
il numero
breakthrough.
15.
Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he finish? Defending of the desperate variety. Torres! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baresi simply refused to be outdone there. Tries to play it through. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Torres. Looking to play him in. Looking to go deep.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gets a good foot in there. He's a sharp little ball here. Not the most convincing of passes. Oyarzabal does really well there. He is strong. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Baresi. Tonali. Looking for the run. Baresi gets across to intercept that. De Bruyne spread out to the left. Oh, no joy this time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Torres. Fernando Torres. Oyarzabal. Mbappe. Cucurella. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Batistuta. Just 5 minutes left. Baresi calmly anticipates. It's an inviting looking ball, that. I think we're just about done here. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Oyarzabal goes short. Danger averted for now.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Conte. Baresi attempts a clearance. And they're quick to get it back. Takes a shot. It's going to be another throw. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Raum. Vardiol. Chips it through. Oh, well played, well played. That's at the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
And he plays one through. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Chooses to go cross-field. Spread out to the left. Cross flung in. He's got tall. Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bale. Serginho. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Bale. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the pass is intercepted. Mikel Oyarzabal is the team's great visionary. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution on the field, number 5, Cannavaro. Coming on the field is number 2, Marquinhos.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Great challenge, time to perfection. Shot could be on. And here's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bale! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Fabinho. Oh, it's Van Basten.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's loose now. Has another goal! Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still, very good technique, though, something he's never short of.
Oyarzabal. There's the delivery. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Serginho. Now it's Van Basten. Not the most accurate pass. Conte. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Bale. It's Bale! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Oyarzábal goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through there. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Cross to the back post. It's a mighty effort! Zanetti. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the defence. Ah, he's given it away. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both...